Hi, welcome to Business Time. I am Melisha. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Today, we will be looking at standard of living and the factors that determine a country's standard of living. Now, let's look at what is standard of living. This is basically looking at the things that a country or an individual can afford. It is quantity and quality of goods and services available to persons in a country. Therefore, you can know someone's standard of living based on what they have. Let's now look at some of the factors that will determine a country's standard of living. The first one, level of consumption of goods and services. The things that citizens of a country have would indicate their standard of living. Persons or a country that is able to have more luxurious items, such as the most expensive cars, houses, etc., would be considered to have a higher standard of living than countries or people who cannot afford these things. The second factor is average disposable income of the population. Disposable income is the amount of money someone has to spend or use after statutory deductions are made. Those statutory deductions are taxes that employers are required to take from their employees' pay, such as income tax, those things. The higher a person's disposable income, the more things they will be able to afford. So, if the average disposable income of people within a country is very low, it is a good indication that the standard of living of the people is very low. Therefore, the income that a person gets plays a big role in indicating their standard of living. That is why people are encouraged to take on jobs that pay well. Persons who are studying are encouraged to choose careers that they can get paid well for. The third factor is level of national ownership of capital equipment. When we talk about capital equipment, it is the physical assets that have a useful life for at least 1 year, such as office furniture, vehicles, and equipment. These are usually referred to as fixed assets. These are used in the production process to make products or provide a service. Therefore, the more capital equipment a country owns is the higher its standard of living, or vice versa. The fourth factor is access to modern technology. Having the ability to invent things or solve problems from methods, systems, and devices which are as a result of scientific knowledge will push a country to do more and produce more. A country with very little access to modern technology will not be as developed as those with greater access. Therefore, the level of access to modern technology will let you know a country's standard of living. There are countries in this day and age that are parts of countries that do not have access to Wi-Fi. They are not able to go on the internet. You have some parts or some countries that may not have, certain types of vehicles, and they have to still depend mostly on the traditional way of transportation, such as the donkey carts, or even if they do have vehicles, it's those long time vehicles that some of you would not even be able to recognize or know or have seen before. The fifth factor is level of investment in research and technology. The more a country is able to invest in research and technology, the more advanced the country will be with what it has implemented from its research and new technology. Poor countries or developing countries would not have the resources to invest in research or the latest technology, and so would have a lower standard of living. That is it for standard of living and the factors that determine a country's standard of living. Hope you learned something. See you next time.